Okay, we're going to go over some pattern basics here instead of over Zoom. So I'm in Vector and I'm going to make a basic shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. I want my Christmas tree to be kind of fun looking, so I'm not going to worry too much about it being exactly right. Once I get that finished, I'm going to go ahead and click it again and change its color. I'm looking for a happy green. So let's see. That's pretty good. And I don't want my border, so I uncheck the check mark by border. I'm going to do its little trunk, and I want it off-center, kind of whimsical. I'm going to change the color of that too. I think I want a mint colored trunk, something light. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so I have one tree, and when I'm making a pattern, I obviously need a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and group this because I don't want to change it. Right click and hit group. You also can use the keyboard shortcut that it shows you right beside group. And I'm going to rename this Christmas tree so I know what it is as I continue to make my pattern. And now I'm going to copy and paste, which you can right click and copy and paste, or you can do Control or Command C and Control or Command V, depending on if you're using a Mac or Windows. So I want 4 Christmas trees across to fill my space, but I need to kind of make them a little bit smaller to fit into my page, my artboard. So I'm going to shrink them down a little bit all together so they stay the same ratio. No, I don't want to leave. Okay, once I get myself moved back over, there we go. Okay, so I have 1 row of trees, but I want more than 1 row, so I'm going to come in and copy and paste all of my trees together, keeping them in their rows. I'm going to do it one more time, but, oh yeah, and I want to mix it up, so I'm going to flip them. Just keep a little bit of a difference. And, okay, these are that way. When I copy and paste my rows, it keeps everything even and the same space between items, which in a pattern can be really important. So I'm going to group my rows now that I'm happy with and name them by their rows. So like 1, 2, 3, that way I know what I'm looking at. I can always go back in and ungroup things by right-clicking. You have to right-click on the object, and where it once said group, it's now going to give you the option to ungroup. And I'm going to change the color of these. So I think I want some red. Christmas, that's classic, red and green. Oh, it's not changing the color. Here we go. Yeah, a peppy red, that looks good. And then I need to change my little trunk. I'm not changing that. There we go. I think maybe, yeah, why not? This is my winter wonderland. We'll have a purple trunk Christmas tree. I'm going to copy and paste my new grouped Christmas tree and name it Red Tree. I'm going to replace my green trees with this one. So I'm going to copy and paste like before. Move them off to the side. Those guides, those blue lines are guides to show you if you're in line with your other objects. So I'm using those to be sure that I'm lining everything up together. I'm going to click and drag to select everything and bring those bottom trunks into my artboard, my page. Okay, there we go. My pattern, I like it. I like the white background, so I'm not going to add a background to it. I'm going to export it now. Since I didn't add a background, when it's on JPEG and SVG, it's not going to have any. Well, when it's on PNG an SVG. It won't have a white background. JPEG will have a white background, but I want a PNG. That means I'm able to scale it a little bit more easily outside of this program, and it has a transparent background unless I already added a background to it. You can see here. It's giving you a little example.